Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So yesterday, if you remember, we said in the general and weekly report, we said that gold market currently shows a bit chaotic action and it strongly needs some real driving factor. Because without this driving factor, market will still continue calling in tight range, forming some consolidations without any direction. And although yesterday we talked about the possible upward continuation, but we said, if you remember, humble targets, and overall our suggestion that market overall upward performance probably will be not as strong, and we said that it's a bit lack of context for trading was in the market. But as usual, this happens. The coming political surprising events has changed the situation drastically. So if you remember, or maybe you know, what has happened yesterday, Donald Trump said that's probably agreement with the China could be postponed on the after election period. It will be November 2020. Also, it's some piking starting between the United States and China. First, it was on Hong Kong. Yesterday, it's on the Uyghurs minority in China. But the United States has prepared the bill that forces the China to provide the more autonomy to Uyghurs minority in China. China treats it as the intruding in the domestic affairs, so it's and the call to the United States to not make it as a law. So currently it's just a bill, a Congress bill, but it could become the law. And China warns the United States to not make this step because it will be bad for mutual relationship of the United States and China. So all this stuff triggered demand for safe haven assets. The stocks collapsed as a result, and as you can see, the gold has shown the really outstanding rally. It seems that this situation, these driving factors should last for some time. Probably these will not be eliminated soon because they have a bit longer term perspective. I think that this situation, Donald Trump words on the postponing of the agreement to be widely play in the news. Donald Trump, I suppose, also will widely use this topic and will change the mind, making a lot of tweets on the subject. So it will twist and turn and shake in markets with this situation. And I think that this is not yet the end, and we will see a lot of special information, particularly on this moment. Meantime, that provides necessary impulse to the gold market. And take a look what we have. Actually, the target that we talked about yesterday as hardly possible, it was reached just within the one session. So take a look. This ABCD pattern that we discussed on the intraday charts said OPs will be next target. So maybe somewhere, sometime market will hit it a bit later if it will pass through the 1478 resistance. But by this driving factor, you can see this happens very soon. And currently, market stands at a strong resistance. Take a look. This is OP, AB equals CD target, 1483 and 1488, 1490 is the daily confidence resistance. Also, this upper trend line here is resistance as well. I would suggest that here some reaction should follow. Some pullback, it's at least minor reaction, maybe 30% pullback here is reasonable. At least probability suggests retracement. At the same time, you could see that CD leg here shows the acceleration. In general, you can see not bad rally, good pace of upward action, and the CD leg is faster than AB. And it means that once retracement will be over, as I said, these driving factors probably will last a bit longer. I not exclude chance that market will proceed upward action to the 15 even. That will be next target. It's the XOP. So that being said, our trading plan in the short-term perspective suggests minor retracement within the few sessions, maybe, and then attempt of the higher continuation. But that will depend on how market will behave around major confluence resistance, whether it will be able to break it. But at least it should try to do this. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see the same ABCD pattern. Here it looks really very harmonic, as you can see, and a fast acceleration right to the OP target, which is a good sign. Now, on the hourly chart, you could see as market hits the OP, I think that we could consider possible double repo sell pattern or something of that sort, because market currently stands at 127 extension of this minor retracement. That was, by the way, guys, XOP with this minor ABC pattern pattern. So it was XOP and our market is moving higher, hitting the OP. OP has been hit. Now we could consider possible patterns. What patterns will be formed? This could be double repo, or maybe market later could form some kind of the hand and shoulders here as well. That could trigger A, B, C, top, D retracement right back down. As a possible destination point of the retracement, I like 1470 area, because that will be 30% support, major support, that agrees as with the 618 level, 1469, creating the confluence, as with the 1471, which is the 50% of the whole recent thrust up, which could become the minimal target of the double repo, if it will be formed, of course. So it's approximately 1470. This could be the target where market could reach on the pullback. That's our view on the gold market. So situation starts to change, and currently gold shows good rally, and probably it makes sense to wait for pullback before taking the long position again. So if you have taken the long here yesterday, as we talked about, it's possible butterfly, if you remember the COP target that we have mentioned around 1470. Well, that's just great. Well, currently let's see what will happen, how market will react on the strong daily resistance, and how deep retracement will be.